Most Americans assume a basic bag of flour contains nothing more than ground wheat berries, but federal standards actually permit dozens of synthetic additives, bleaching agents, and dough conditioners to be mixed right into that white powder. In fact, under standard Food and Drug Administration rules, commercial flour processors can treat wheat with chemical oxidizers, like potassium bromate, benzoyl peroxide, or chlorine gas to artificially speed up aging and turn their grain stark white. While some of these chemical treatments have been restricted or banned in regions like Europe or California due to health concerns, millions of standard baking bags sitting on U.S. grocery shelves still rely on them quietly every day. Before we dive into which common grocery bags you might want to skip and which ones are worthy of your kitchen pantry, we love connecting with our community across the nation. Where are you watching from in the United States? Comment your state below, whether you are tuning in from Ohio, Washington, North Carolina, Arizona, Pennsylvania, or Illinois. And how old are you? Tell me in the comments, because seeing how different generations approach home baking helps us tailor these deep dives for everyone. Understanding how commercial flour reaches your shelf requires a quick look at regulatory oversight. The Food and Drug Administration sets standards of identity for enriched and bleached flours, allowing specific chemical additives without requiring explicit warning labels on the front of the bag. Meanwhile, the United States Department of Agriculture oversees agricultural growing standards and the organic certifications, while the Federal Trade Commission monitors marketing claims like all natural or premium quality. However, because these guidelines allow broad processing leeway, standard supermarket shelves are packed with products that look identical on the outside but contain vastly different ingredients on the inside. The first major category of flour brands to approach with extreme caution includes mass market commercial options that utilize potassium bromate as a dough conditioner. This chemical additive helps commercial bakeries produce high-rising, uniform loaves of bread, but independent testing and the public health reviews have linked bromate compounds to potential health concerns in animal studies. While major manufacturers have phased it out over recent years, some commercial store brands and the bakery flour still list bromated flour directly on their ingredient panels. Another widespread group of budget flour brands relies heavily on chemical bleaching agents such as benzoyl peroxide to achieve a bright white color instantly. Freshly milled wheat naturally carries a cream-colored tint from carotenoids, which slowly fades over weeks of natural air exposure. To bypass this time-consuming storage process, mass market producers blast the flour with industrial bleaching agents, which effectively strips away delicate natural antioxidants while leaving behind chemical residual compounds in your baking mix. A third common flour type to avoid for daily home use involves self-rising and specialized cake flours that undergo chlorine gas treatment. Processors expose soft wheat flour to chlorine gas to weaken the gluten proteins and the outer starch structures, producing an ultra-soft texture ideal for commercial cakes. However, this aggressive gas treatment drastically lowers the natural pH of the flour and degrades delicate native nutrients, leaving consumers with a heavily processed baking ingredient designed purely for shelf life and texture rather than food quality. The fourth category includes ultra-refined white flours that attempt to compensate for heavy industrial processing through synthetic enrichment. When high-speed roller mills strip away the nutrient-dense germ and bran, federal regulations require manufacturers to add back synthetic forms of iron, niacin, thiamine, and folic acid. Some nutrition researchers suggest that these isolated synthetic vitamins are absorbed differently by the body compared to naturally occurring whole food matrices, making synthetic enrichment a poor substitute for native grain structure. The fifth group of mass market wheat flours involves conventional brands sourced from non-organic wheat fields that utilize chemical desiccation prior to harvest. In non-organic agriculture, synthetic herbicides like glyphosate are sometimes sprayed on wheat crops right before harvesting to dry the plants uniformly and speed up grain collection. Independent testing of conventional flour brands frequently detects low-level pesticide residues, raising valid questions about chronic daily exposure for avid home bakers. Learning how to read a flour label empowers you to instantly filter out low-quality options at the supermarket. Always flip the bag over and check the fine print under the ingredient list rather than relying on front-of-package marketing claims. Look for bags that explicitly list a single ingredient, such as organic unbleached hard red wheat, and verify that terms like bromated, bleached, or unriched are entirely absent from the panel. Furthermore, searching for official USDA, organic or non-GMO project verified seals gives you quick third-party confirmation of cleaner sourcing. Turning to the cleanest options available, the first gold standard category consists of certified organic, unbleached stone ground wheat flours, traditional stone milling grinds, the whole wheat berries slowly at lower temperatures, preserving the nutrient-rich, germ and naturally occurring oils without damaging delicate vitamins. Because these transparent brands bypass chemical bleaching and synthetic additives entirely, you end up with a fragrant, nutrient-dense flour that performs beautifully in bread baking. A second highly reliable choice for health-conscious kitchens is sprouted ancient grain flour, such as organic einkorn or sprouted spelt. Sprouting wheat berries prior to milling breaks down phytic acid and the natural enzyme inhibitors, which can significantly improve nutrient bioavailability and make the resulting flour much easier on the digestive system. These ancient varieties have also avoided modern high-yield industrial hybridization, retaining their natural genetic structures and the mineral contents. Finally, single origin flour brands sourced directly from regional heritage wheat mills offer maximum transparency and quality. These smaller craft millers work directly with local farmers who cultivate traditional wheat varieties, using sustainable agricultural practices by eliminating complex industrial supply chains, long storage periods, and chemical treatments. These heritage flours deliver unmatched fresh flavor, natural color, and complete traceability from farm to kitchen pantry. Which flour brand or type is currently sitting in your kitchen pantry right now? Share your favorite baking picks in the comments section below. And if you found these ingredient insights helpful, please hit the like button and share this video with fellow bakers in your family. Our goal is always to promote informed, mindful shopping rather than fear, because high-quality wheat remains a wonderful, wholesome foundation for homemade meals when you know what to look for on the label.